Hello, I'm Jacinta from Past That Plant. 10 months ago I chopped and propped my Philodendron Pink Princess. Today we are going to have a look at the growth and branches which has come from that cut, and also put up the propagation. This is what the mother plant is looking like now. She's way too big for the camera to see all in one shot, but let's see what we can do. This is the side which I took the cutting from. You can see there are so many new growth points, including branching, which I was really happy to see, as well as continuing to grow up. There's all these new branches all the way down, and the same has happened to the side which I didn't cut. This growth point here is a new branch, so you can see that it's coming off and that there is new foliage growing there, as well as continuing to grow out the top. And these new growth points are also forming all the way up the stem. So some of the leaves are spaced out, but I can see that there is going to be new branches all the way down, so she's really going to fill out, which I'm excited to see. As well as taking the propagation, I do also prune this plant, which helps with growth and bushiness. Move this out of the way. This is the cutting that we're going to pot up today. You can see the roots are really long. This one I could have potted up months ago, but as I said, I've just been through autumn and winter, and spring or summer is the best time to repot. I also really love water propagation, so I was more than happy to let this one continue to root. There is new foliage growing as well, but the leaves are quite small. Putting it in a potting mix will help the new foliage grow bigger and more beautiful. Before I put up this propagation, I am going to give the mother plant a shower. It is summer here in Australia and it's been high 30s all week and is going to be 40 today, which is just ridiculous if you hate the hot weather like I do. But my plants are also suffering a little bit from the heat and also the constant aircon. It's drying them out, so popping her in the shower will be a good chance to wash the leaves, increase the humidity and soak the soil. Where I live, tap water is totally fine to use for houseplants. I'm lucky, I know. So let's give her a shower. I'm going to pop my philodendron on a stool in the shower so I can reach all the areas with my shower head. Currently my giant Monstera Thai constellation is sitting on, so I'm going to have to move that. Then I will also show you my hack to stop soil or potting mix are running down the drain as well, because that can happen and we don't want to clog those drains. With my gorgeous begonias out the way as well. The thing that no one tells you about having a green thumb is that all your plants grow really big, really fast, and you have no room for them. Woe is me, I know. Whenever I shower my houseplants, I like to pop them on a bowl first. This just catches any of the excess potting mix that may flush through the soil. Soaking the soil is not the goal here, but it will definitely get wet whilst I shower it. So popping it in a bowl really helps to stop that runoff. contain it a little. Make a well in the middle now, half full. I'm gonna add a little well in the middle. Pop in my philodendron. I need to do that much higher so I don't cover up these. Obviously want the roots down. Now I will fill around. I'm going to add a chopstick as my support of choice. I do have pretty trellis and everything else, but I just think the chopstick works really well, so why not use it? I'm going to fill around. Make sure the roots are covered, but that my little branches growing are not. There we go. Give it a shake. That's it. Now we'll just give her a good soak and pop her in a pot. Water until it comes up the bottom. Now I will let it soak for a little bit before popping her in the pot. You're going to make sure the soil is very saturated, as this was a water propagation, so the roots will not like being dry or touching a dry potting mix. Okay, now I will let her soak. So this plant has been soaking for about half an hour now, which is well and truly enough time for it to be fully hydrated and the soil saturated. So I'm now going to pop it in this little blue planter. Very cute. Quite snug, but there is enough room still for airflow to get in. Air to the roots is very important. Now that this Philodendron Pink Princess is potted up and it has a little semi-support with the chopstick, the foliage should start to grow a lot bigger. I'm going to pop it in a very sunny spot where it'll get direct and indirect sunlight. And next time I water it, I'm going to add a NPK fertilizer as well. I think she looks really cute. The mother plant will now also be dry, so let's pop her back in her planter as well. The stool dried very quickly, so I can put my Monstera tack insulation back. As it should be. Looking much better after having a nice warm rinse. So I do use slightly warm water. You don't want to shock your plant by using water which is too cold, or that is too hot. We don't want to steam our houseplant. I do have this one staked now, of course, as you can see, on a branch. Staking a plant helps to support it and will also help you to have bigger foliage, which is the goal. It is branching so well since I chopped and propped it. As well as propagating this plant, I also prune it, which means you can cut off the leaves that are dying off or any ugly stems or anything like that. And it'll also help with new growth. It is midsummer here in Australia, so I am excited to see how it grows over the next few months, and I will of course keep you updated. The Pink Princess, of course, isn't the only plant which I have propagated, or the only philodendron I've propagated. I chopped and propped my Philodendron White Princess a few months ago now, about 2 or 3 months ago. You can see how beautifully it is rooting. All the cuttings have. If your roots look like this, it is definitely ready to pot up as well. You don't have to wait until they are super long like I did with my Pink Princess. You can see these ones are rooting beautifully, and they are also growing their own little branches and stems. I will pot this one up this season, but not today. Maybe tomorrow. I do love the new growth on these ones. When I do pot them up, I will pot them up together to make a fuller plant, which is what I have done previously with the Philodendron White Princess. It's a great way to get a full bushy plant faster. I will link to the full Philodendron White Princess chop and prop and the previous Pink Princess chop and prop, so you can watch exactly how it's done and propagate yourself. If you have any questions, leave them below and I'd be happy to answer them. Bye.